Hello, today I'm going to discuss how you can analyze a memoir to develop alternative endings. We will use a technology tool to generate this memoir. Depending upon different outcomes of key events, you will direct the tool to generate a completely unique memoir. We will be using the Pathway to Code platform, which uses readable computer instructions called pseudocode. This type of computer code is more English-like than a programming language. You will write instructions that will produce the memoir. Please use the Chrome browser to access the site. To get to the platform, type https://www.pathwaytocode.com. That's the number 2. After you have successfully logged into the Pathway to Code platform, you'll be shown this screen. The screen is in 3 sections: exercise, description, instruction panel, and the output area, where the result of your coded exercise is shown. Select the exercise for memoirs, and clicking on the exercise option in the menu bar, select classwork, then memoir. You can resize the exercise description by using the resizing icon at the bottom of the description section. The exercise description shows an analysis of the I Escaped a Violent Gang, a memoir as told to Kate Bailey. The analysis is presented in a flowchart. This type of chart has different paths depending upon answers to key questions or decisions. The memoir is available by clicking on Lessons in the menu bar and then clicking on the memoir name. The flowchart can be translated into pseudocode instructions, shown in the middle of the screen. These instructions can be performed or run by the platform to produce a result. The instruction set shown here is very general and is being used as a placeholder for your memoir details. For example, the introduction of this memoir is just the words introduction text. We can run the exercise just to see the type of output that is our goal. To run the exercise, click the Run button on the set of tabs on the right of the screen. The instruction caused the computer to ask if event 1 occurred. We will answer yes this time. The output is simple: the introduction and ending 1. Let's do this again, but answer no to the first question. In this version of the memoir, we are now asked another question. Let's answer no. Our memoir now has the introduction, some additional actions labeled as the body, and then a different ending, ending 3. Let us take a quick look at the flowchart for our memoir. The first box is a rectangle, the shape that is used for information. The first box represents her early family life and environment and includes her knowledge of the murder. The situation leads to the first event or decision in our analysis of the memoir. Should she testify against a gang member? If she decides to testify, the flow in our chart moves to the right and lands on ending 1. After ending 1, we flow to the bottom, where our memoir now can be described as the introduction followed by ending 1. If she decides not to testify, the flow in our chart moves down and more actions take place. In our chart, these are labeled as the body. These actions lead to a second decision or event. Each answer here leads to a different ending. As we flow down the left side of our chart, we see results of the memoir introduction, then body, and then ending 2 or 3. Using the chart, we can now make pseudocode instructions that carry out the purpose of the chart's symbols. The instructions are numbered and will be followed in order by the computer. The first 3 instructions simply select the colors that will be in our output. Line 4 defines a section of text for our memoir. Each section has a variable name and a block of text. The variable name is a way to refer to this block of text in other instructions. To build our memoir, we will change this text to be a brief description of the beginning of the memoir.
Okay.
Once you have entered all the text, click Update. You will now see the beginning of your text shown in the instructions. Line 5 is an instruction that will pop up a box asking the reader or user, that is the person running the instructions, to enter information. Click on this instruction to change the information being requested of the user. Here we will ask the reader if something happened. In our example, we will ask the user if she testified against the gang member. The next instruction does the work in the diamond symbol of our chart. It instructs the computer to compare the answer given in the instruction before with the word yes. This instruction asks for the 2 items to compare the type of comparison. Again, we will compare the variable answer to the word yes. While entering information, be sure to use the right set of capital and small letters. This part is case sensitive. Some examples are given in the prompt box to highlight this concept. The instruction leads to one of 2 sets of instructions, those after the then and those after the else. If the reader user did enter yes, then instructions 7 and 8 are followed. If the reader entered anything except yes, the instructions 10 to 18 are followed. Following the flow of the then path, when the answer variable was yes, we now define the text of our first ending. We can enter an if then else command to set our name line and add it to our memoir. We can test our instruction set again and check that our name appears when the user enters yes to our last question. If we change our mind about that last line, we can delete the instructions. This is done by clicking in the red X after moving your mouse over the right side of the instruction. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck using the Pathway to Code tool to develop an instruction set that can produce your memoir based upon the reader-user answers to key event questions.